To the Twins franchise. How you doing, everybody? Eric, MN Twins 28 here, and we are at episode 10. And I have sim ahead a little bit into the month of May. We finished with the Toronto Blue Jays to finish out the month of April. And we started the series with a win, then we lost, and then we won again. So we won the series 2-1. And then we went to Chicago and we split win-loss. Or excuse me, loss-win. Loss-win. And then we went to St. Louis for a 2-game set, in which we split with them. Now we're on Thursday the 10th, when we're beginning the last road trip stand, a 4-game set with the Anaheim Angels, Los Angeles Anaheim Angels. Barrios against Andrew Heaney. Twins are 20-16, and we are in first place right now, I believe. Yes, we are a game ahead of the Indians. I made some roster moves before this episode. I actually did a roster move. I started shooting a video showing a trade, a blockbuster trade I did that I decided to do from suggested trades that the computer proposed, and turned out I had my mic off the whole time, so that was a waste of time. So I just continued what I did, and now I'm going to show you guys the end results. Lots of movement, player movement up and down. Major trade I decided. One of my struggling players who will be a free agent at the end of the season. It was a hard decision to make. I didn't want to do the trade, but at the same time, I don't know what the potential for keeping him was, or if he was going to come back or not. And I didn't want to risk losing him and not getting anything in return. And the fact that he's struggling and still cannot get out of that struggle concerns me. So I searched at suggested trades that the computer offered. There was several offers that were nice, but in the end I picked one. And I'm going to show you who I traded. It is one of our starters, one of our longtime Twins. And that person, of course, is right down here in the green. I have traded Brian Dozier. Brian Dozier is now gone. He's not a member of the Twins. He will be a free agent at the end of the year. He is a member of the Toronto Blue Jays. In exchange for Dozier, I got outfielder Toscar Hernandez, a starting pitcher Ryan Barucci, and a shortstop Richard Arena, all from the Jays. So here's the movement I've done since the last episode. I've done quite a few player movements, as you can see. Lots of movement. You saw the trade from the last episode. Chad Bettis we got from the Rockies for Lance Lynn and Trevor May, and we signed Drew Storen, and we added him from the roster from Double-A. Chattanooga. Lemaire was put on outright waivers. Rosenthal was added, and then we put Drew Storen back in AAA. I sent Taylor Featherstorm to outright AAA. Outrighted Dietrich Enns. Sent Ryan Lemaire to AAA, and then I sent Matt Garza outright on AAA. Alan Busnick, I sent him back to Class A. Trevor Hildenberger's in Double-A. Hernandez Alvarez is off the DL. He's activated. He's still hurt, but for a few more days, but he's off. And he's on the bench right now. And he's in AAA right now, I believe. Aaron Sledgers I put on outright assignments to make room on the 40-man roster. I sent Miles J to Chattanooga. And then I optioned Zach Granite to AAA, but I eventually brought him back. Richard Arena, I sent him down to AAA. I released J.J. Hardy. He was struggling, so I just said enough. So I sent him out. Ryan Barucki, sent him down. Hernandez Alvarez is down I recalled him from AAA. And then I removed Matt Garza off the 40-man roster, designated him for assignment. So I have 10 days to release him or trade him. I moved Busenik back to Rochester. Zach Curtis is on outright waivers. Tyler Kinley is in Fort Myers. And then the most recent moves, I sent Michael Ortiz back to Double-A. And I brought Zach Granite back. And then I promoted Bob Galindo to Triple-A to replace Zach Granite. So those are the moves I made. And so I had to make a decision. Who do I use to replace Brian Dozier? Because let's take a look at the most likely choices. Royce Lewis, he's hitting 250. He's doing okay. He can play first, third, short, besides second. But I don't think he's quite ready yet. He's still a 66 overall. He's not ready yet. Nick Gordon, he's a 69 overall. He's also not ready. And he's batting 222. So he's struggling as well. In Triple-A, Brandon Phillips, he's hitting 243. He's kind of cooled off a little bit. Richard Arena, he was doing well. He can play second base, but I don't know much about him. I want to see what he can do down in minors first. Travis Blankenhorn, who started off hot. He is down under 200 now. I'm not sure on him yet. And then Wandy Javier, he's hitting 186. And then the rest there. Now, of course, we also have, remind you, this guy who's currently suspended for 80 games, Jorge Polanco, who's waiting for his suspension to be up, which will be done in, let's see here, we've played 36 games, so he's got about 44 games left to sit out before he'll be back. So he might be a possibility. So what I ended up doing is I tinkered with the lineup, and I have decided to put Eddie Rosario at second base. That's the position he started when he was originally drafted by the Twins. So I moved Eddie Rosario to the infield, and that opened up a space in the outfield. So I slid Jose Bautista over from right to left, and Max Kepler, who has been hitting extremely well in the mid-400s, he's now my starting right fielder. And so there's the logjam there. And then, of course, you can see Toscar Hernandez is on the bench for me as my backup outfielder, as is Zach Granite. I called him back, and he's my other one. He's hitting 250, so I figured I'll give him another shot, see how he does. And then the rest of the the rest of the bench falls through. Eduardo Escobar struggled a little bit. Powaki, he's hitting upper 200s. He's doing okay. Adrian is hitting upper 200s. So I may, if Eduardo continues to struggle, I may swap him with somebody. Garver's struggling a little bit, so I may swap him and him. And actually, I think I will do that right now, because Garver's been struggling a little bit. So we're going to try and spark something here and go from there. Let's check AAA here real quick, the minor leagues. Featherstone's 211. Arena 286. Not too bad, but I don't know much about him. Blankenhorn, he's hitting a $198. I don't think he's on the 40-man roster, no. Wander Javier, he's not either. Brandon Phillips is, but he should be a starter. He shouldn't waste away on the bench, so I'm not going to worry about him. And then, of course, Royce Lewis and Nick Gordon, I ain't going to bring them up just yet because I don't think they're ready, at least for another year or two. So we'll see how Escobar does here, but I may end up, even though he's struggling, I might put Travis Blankenhorn on the 40-man roster. And if I look at this correctly, we have 25, 34, 35. We already have 40 men on the 40-man roster, so I may have to make a decision on somebody here struggling. I really don't want to remove too many more people here because I got all these talented guys, so it's going to be a tough decision to make. Because most of these guys are in the 70s overalls, the upper. So, with the exception of these lower ranked guys, but it's tough. It's really hard to decide who I want to go with. So, yeah. So the Brian Dozier era is over. So we're gonna get going on our next game here, which will be a game 1, a 4-game set against the Anaheim Angels, and it'll be Jose Barrios pitching. Lookouts have 26 players on their active roster. What? No, they don't. Oh, yeah, they do, because, oh, I know why it says that, because 2 guys are on waivers, so I have to waive somebody. So we're going to waive, crap, I can't send Sledgers or Curtis down because of they're on waivers. Shoot. Well, let's see here. We'll send Ortiz down to the minors for now, to single A, and then we'll deal with that problem afterwards. I got some stuff I got to do with the bullpen, so that should be good enough. So we're gonna start a series here against the. Whoop, hold on here. Alternate 1 home. There we go. That's what I wanted. We're gonna play the Angels. And clear skies. Yep. Jose Barrios. And next game will be Chad Bettis. You know, we could go with Bettis. He is 6-0. He's fully charged, ready to go. Why don't we do that? Let's take a look at this new guy. Yeah. He's my second best pitcher. Actually, he's better than Pineda right now as far as records are concerned. So I can give Barrios an extra day off. So, and we're going to keep an eye on Matt Harvey as well. He's ice cold right now. So, okay. We're going to have Bettis pitch for the Twins. Excuse me. Okay, so Angel Stadium, clear skies, Chad Bettis, and looks like everybody's pretty much charged up, ready to go. Logan Morrison's struggling too against the lefty here. Let's see what we got here. Eduardo Escobar. Oof. Huh. Well, let's put Eduardo in DH. All right. See Eduardo Escobar. So hopefully we can get some wins here. And I just got a score report here. Sunday, May 13th, in 12 innings, the Twins beat the Angels 5-3. Nice job, Twins. Twins turning on as of late. Looking really good, too. Let's see. Looks like Rodney got the save again for the Twins. That's nice. Hildenberger got the win this time.
Coverage of Thursday night baseball
it's nice to see the Twins winning.
Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set.
All right. So here we go.
Andrew Heaney gets the starting nod for the Halos. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, listen, you don't have to know much about statistics to know that this
All right,
is
here we go.
bad one.
So Buxton's got 10 stolen bases. He leads the team.
Left-handers are hitting over 300 against this guy. He's going to have to change something, or he won't be pitching very long in this league.
So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is why we do what we do. 2 first-place teams going to go at it today. Don't know how this is going to shake out. Is this playoff baseball? Come early a little bit. Interested to see how the managers go about it. We got some stars out on the field today.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Good night for baseball all in all. Game time temperature 63 degrees.
Ooh, should have left that one alone.
The 1-2. Hit on the ground.
Base hit.
And that finds its way through for a base hit.
All right, Buck.
And now the Angels will have his terrific speed to contend with at first right out of the chute. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there.
Nice to see Buxton finally hitting his potential.
Doesn't matter what the count is.
He doesn't need to hit for power. He can just get those hits, and he'll be all right.
Riding into the box, Joe Mauer.
So here's Mauer.
Get his first opportunity in this one.
And I think they're going to pitch out here, so I'm going to wait, see what happens
First
here.
pitch coming. Here it is. That's lifted the other way out to left.
That's a base hit from Mauer.
Base hit.
All right. So now what we're going to do with Sano up here, I'm going to do a double steal here.
Prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Because I got Speedy Buxton at second. I got Mauer at first. They're going to try and get Buxton. You know they're going to.
Miguel Sano. And
So we're going to try.
From the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark.
They're not holding Mauer.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. That's a strike to throw
See?
down.
Double steal.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
Now if they're smart, they walk him to set up the double play. But they won't.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Buxton on third. Mauer stands at second. No outs.
That sinker.
Remains at 0-2.
Let's see. Curveball.
A
Yep.
swing and a shot
Down the line and foul.
This will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2.
That was just a little late. That was good. Good guess though.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
Up the middle. Sweet. Mauer's gonna score easily. Nice job, Sano. 2-run single. All right.
And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Nice run.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, Dero, is
we are going to also have at the end of this game, we're going to have a the general manager's post-game report. We'll talk about today's game as well as talk about the trade of Brian Dozier. So all that coming up at the end of this game. So stay tuned for that.
Into the box,
be interesting.
Eddie Rosario.
Come on, Eddie. Oh, right to him. Yeah.
Kinsler for one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Well, that sucks.
And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Really, Eddie Rosario's been really killing the ball lately.
He's been a catalyst for
2
this
home runs
team
the other
in last
night.
10 games
Not bad.
in so many different ways, but looking at the one number I'm looking at, a 450 on base percentage, when you have that and you have the type of abilities that he has, you're awfully dangerous.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center.
All right, Esco.
And Escobar has a base hit.
He's been really good. I'm glad I picked him up.
Bautista a chance as well.
It's going to really make it hard for Jorge Polanco to get his job back.
Too. It's only the first inning your starter has already given up 4 hits. The last one,
Okay, we
an
got
absolute
Bautista.
frozen rope. The last thing he wants to do is get someone up in the pen, but he might not have any other choice.
Standing in now, Jose Bautista.
Nope.
As he'll take a
Good
look
eye.
at ball one.
Jose
His
hitting
first
311.
cuts in this
He's
one with a
turned
man
it on
first and 2
lately.
away.
Nice to see. Oh, yeah.
Drilled to the left side.
That was bad.
Showing off his range. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired.
Okay, that's fine.
2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Chad Bettis, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down. Limit the
That's
amount
funny
of base
considering
runners,
he's
limit the
6-0.
amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Now to the plate, Andrelton Simmons. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. This is a fight at the bat rack. Hey, that two-seam fastball is going to be the be-all, end-all of this game right here. Who's going to execute? Is the pitcher going to be able to keep going to that well, or is the offense going to be able to make an adjustment and hit that ball in the gap?
Let's go slider.
The 0-2 once more is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate.
Wow.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider
Well, they got a leadoff
hit.
hit. That's not
like
good.
A heater for a long time.
Danny, I know that's not the execution he was looking for right there. That batter's eyes lit up.
All right, Ian
Got a
Kinsler.
real good changeup. One of the things, Mark, this pitcher will do, he'll use that changeup like most pitchers will use the curveball. His changeup is that good. That one wasn't, though.
Bettis, 28 years old. He was taken in the second round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The 2-2. Popped him up. Sano over
Let's
to
hope
his
to
right.
throw him out here.
1 out.
All right.
Well, a moment now to take a look at the starting 9 for Mike Scioscia's Angels. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
You know, Ian Kinsler is a difference maker right now. He's been the fire
All right.
starter for this team. Last 10
Gotta
games,
be careful
how
with
about a
Trout.
on-base percentage of over 400. As he goes, so goes the team. He's
Damn
playing
it.
great ball and making things happen.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Simmons, the runner at second with 1 away. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
All right. That's a big out.
Here's Justin Upton now. First opportunity for him here with the leadoff man still standing at second. 2 gone now.
Nice
First
pitch.
pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Upton in a hole. 0-2 the count to him. Upton, or simply J-Up, who was selected in the first round.
Got him.
And we'll have
Nice
to leave
job.
it there as this is
Nice
strike
job getting out of
3,
that
and
mess.
that will retire the side. Angels leave 1. They're still down. It's 2-0.
All right.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Let's go, Esco. Eddie the Stick, as I call him.
1-0. Drilled right
That ain't
back
gonna
up
help.
the middle. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And let's take a look at second baseman Ian Kinsler, one of the real grinders in our sport. A leadoff hitter that creates problems not only with his power but the ability to steal bags. And on defense, one of the quickest double play turns in the game.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
I remember seeing this guy. We went to see the Twins and Blue Jays last year, and this guy's a beast.
And that's the
Ooh, that was
second out.
close.
So digging in now, Kevin Plawecki. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively.
Come on, Plawecki.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And my gracious, that really drilled him as it rolls toward the first baseline.
Go. He's
Safe
good.
first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I'd say what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time, and he hustled out of the turned what could have been a
here's Buck
in the inning into an infield single.
Here's Byron Buxton now, as he'll take a look at his strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single.
He's hitting 315. That's pretty good compared to the real Buxton, who's hitting under 200.
He looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
I knew it was gonna be a curveball, but I hit the wrong button.
He didn't see it too well right there. To get such a late swing on an off-speed pitch, a good curveball right there to go down 0-2. He's got to regroup.
And that's gonna be right at him.
To center field.
Yep.
But this will not get
good
down
contact,
quickly,
but right at the guy.
And now for the Angels, Zach Kozar.
Okay, fast forward, and of course. Okay. That's not good.
Stand in now. Career numbers against Bettis. He's a perfect 2 for 2.
Not for long.
Popped him up. Sano in foul ground, and he brings it in on the warning track.
All right.
Now at the plate, Martin Maldonado. And he'll power
Strike
in a
one.
fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. From the belt, the pitch.
Strike.
He's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. The 0-2 home.
Ooh.
And that slider's almost in the dirt. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. And they are on the board as the run scores from third to cut the lead to 2-1 now.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big 2-out base hit to drive in a run. Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, hey, D-Row, mix in a good teammate one time.
That curveball is just not doing nothing.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why he couldn't get on.
And we'll have to
there we
leave
go,
it there.
Batista.
The play is made here to end the inning. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the veteran Joe Mauer settles in to start out the inning.
Come on, Joe.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fly ball right down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Well, Joe Mauer.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hard on the
And a
ground
base hit to
short.
left.
And Mauer's going to get himself a base hit.
A lot of smiles to go around on the offensive side. First time through the order. That's already their 6th hit today as a team.
That was a nice hit.
Digging in for
Mauer takes over that second slot in the lineup since Dozier's been traded. Mauer's getting that average back up too. That's nice to see. I think they're gonna go fastball here. I'm gonna try and groove one past him. Ah, that's not good. Wolf
It's another double play. Already 2 of them here in the first 3 innings so far.
That's bad.
Riding in once again, Eddie Rosario. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here it comes. Liner towards second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be.
Well, that was ugly.
And leading off for the Halo,
Oh my God, this guy is terrible.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Zach
Oh.
Kozar, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up
Jesus
with that
criminy.
equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
What do we got? We got a blue. I'm gonna have to get Felix Jorge warmed up.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. He's set. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. The 0-1. Out in front of the fastball.
Shit.
This is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Kinsler scores. Now a third runner heading for the plate. And a relay to the plate. And it's there, but it's dropped at the plate.
Oh my God.
Some guys just rise to the occasion when the lights are the brightest, and he's definitely in that category.
4 hits in a row.
All year, and here's another in a long line of clutch ABs.
Yeah, and that adds 3 more ribbies to his already impressive total. Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Trevor Rosenthal is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Here's Luis Valbuena now. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. 3 runs already home here. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And finally, there's the first out of the inning.
Should have went to third.
Ready for another chance. Albert Pujols. 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base. And they just don't want any part of Pujols here, and rightly so, as he'll trot on down to first on the intentional walk.
Number 56, Cole Calhoun.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now, and they're runners at the corners now.
Okay.
Look, now the pitch. And he gets
There we
ahead
go.
here with the fastball. Strike 1.
1st and 3rd, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
That helps.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no
There we go.
chance to put that ball in play.
In now, Martin Maldonado. No balls and a strike to count. From the belt, the pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. Maldonado, a native of Puerto Rico. He was selected in the 27th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he...
A swing and a
Strike.
miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left.
All right.
Digging in to try it again, Yunel Escobar. He singled his last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And as the graphic there illustrates, his total for the year places him second best on the Twins roster.
Tied for first, actually. All right.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Bautista comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
They might try something else here. Let's try.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field.
That's
back goes
back.
Calhoun.
Gone. All right, Bautista.
A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight. There have been a ton of hits already. These pitchers might want to duck and cover if things continue this way.
Not the bat flip I was looking for, but I'll take it.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Oof.
A 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Well, at least Bettis is off the snide.
Line to shortstop, and there's
Jeez.
one away.
That's just bad luck right there.
Next for Minnesota, right fielder.
Into the box now, Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming, here it is. Curveball that time, not even close. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota.
Not touching that one.
And that pitch misses in the dirt.
And I
it's 2-0
apologize
now.
for coughing into the microphone. I got a sore throat all of a sudden. I don't know where that came from. Come on, Teoscar. Let's see if we can get one.
Sent on
That'll
the
help.
ground out to second.
Ooh,
What a
nice stop.
by Kinsler. What a play.
Wow. That was a hit.
Big league play in the hole right there, and that's a pretty good example of why getting hits at this level is so difficult. You know he was running down the line thinking, for real? You gotta be kidding me.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. As he'll swing at the first
They won't
pitch
catch
and
that
bang
one.
into right center field. That's a base hit.
All right.
They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound,
Okay,
and
here's
they are
Buck.
just going to ambush tactics, and it seems to work for them. Or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Hit hard
Rats
on the ground
right
to
at short.
Simmons has it. Throw to second for the force
It looked
out,
like a
and the side
curveball.
is retired.
Okay. Oh, shit. I got the guy in the
In now
bullpen
is
still.
Andrelton Simmons. 1 for 2 on
Better
his
sit
line
him
so
down.
far in the game.
There we go. Oh, boy. All right.
Digging in and looking
I'm gonna
for
keep
more.
Rosenthal
Joe
in there as long as I
Mauer, 2
can.
hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
Number 7, Joe Mauer.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
For the most part, he's looked really locked in at the plate in this game. Not so much on that swing, though.
Lifted
Another
down
hit
the
to
line
right.
and left.
And
On the move is Upton.
foul.
And no one will track it down. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line and left. Now a reach, and he
Nice
takes a
catch.
tumble here, but hangs on for
Got
the
lucky.
first out. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line.
Maher almost had another hit opposite field.
Boy, the runs have been coming
Sano needs a home run here.
furious so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ah.
That changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Foul tip.
Oh.
Behind the plate. It's strike 2. 4 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota.
Come on, Sano.
In the dirt,
Oh,
but
that was
swung
bad.
on and missed.
He might make it. He might make it. He might make it. Make it. Make it. Make it.
Takes the
Safe.
throw to first,
Oh,
2 down.
that was close. I don't know.
Now batting,
Ready for another shot now. Eddie Rosario. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Hit out towards second. Sliding stop by Kinsler. Hey now. Twins are set down 1-2-3 to the bottom of the 5th, halfway home, all even at 4. Here's Justin Upton now. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
left fielder, Justin Upton. Your attention, please. Now pitching for Minnesota, number 21.
Here's Albert now. Runner in scoring position with 2 guns.
Number 5, Albert Pujols.
First pitch on its way. Breaking ball in for a strike. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Valbuena stands at second with 2 gone. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Batista is there. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Angels.
Here's the shortstop, Yunel Escobar. Past battles with Matt Shoemaker. He's 2 for 4. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first is Escobar on his way to second. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
Ready once again, Jose Batista. And he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground out to short. Taken in by Simmons. And that's the first out. Digging in once again, Eduardo Escobar, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
On a rope to the second baseman, and the runner gets back. No double play.
Now batting.
Up next for Minnesota, Teoscar Hernandez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. And he fouls this one off. 4-4 is our score as we play the 6th. Hit sharply toward the right side. And he will run this one down as he pulls it in around. Now at the plate, Cole Calhoun. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Number 56, Cole Calhoun. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Twins, number 76.
Stepping into the box, Kevin Plawecki. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Now here's the pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 home. A shot down the first baseline. And that's going to be a base hit. So there's the possible go-ahead run aboard to kick off the 7th. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Yeah, and the go-ahead run stands at second base here to start their half of the seventh. And I tell you, when they've got an opportunity like this, you've got to take advantage of it, especially this late in the ball game. We'll see if they can get it done.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Go-ahead run to third there after the bunt. Sacrifices aren't everyone's favorite play because you give up precious outs, but they do have a lot of ways now to take the lead.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A bullet to first base. But the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Of course.
Now batting.
Here's Miguel
Come on,
Sano.
Sano.
Past battles with Matt Shoemaker. He's 1 for 4. First offering on its way. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
You know, I doubt he wanted to get that type with the fastball there, but hey, this is a guy you certainly don't want to let him get his arms extended. He's the kind of guy that can hurt
The 1-0 home is crushed
Gone.
to straightaway center. No doubt about this one. That ball is gone. Two runs on the board after that home run by Miguel Sano. Home run number 16 for him on the year, and it's now 6-4.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Angels, number 39.
Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario. Down the first baseline. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one. Stepping in and ready for another shot.
And leading off for the Halos, second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
Here's the shortstop, Yunel Escobar. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point.
Yunel Escobar.
First offering on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Jose Bautista will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Line drive base hit.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate, but tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ripped on the ground to first. Simmons on to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Great job of hustle there by the base runner. That looked like an easy inning-ending double play. Now runners at first and third with 2 outs.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
He's running. Strike taken, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Bautista at third. Hernandez on at second with 2 down. 1-2 to the Twins catcher.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
The 1-2 takes this the other way to right, and that will get down as he delivers
Nice
a big
hit.
one here. It's a base hit, and the runner from third crosses the plate.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful, giving them that 3-run cushion.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Digging in once again, Albert Pujols. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The next 0-2 is in off the plate.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
There for it, Escobar. Fielded cleanly. And Escobar's throw will take care of him for the first out.
The right fielder, number 56.
Ready for another chance? Cole Calhoun. It was a walk in his last trip. Try to check it, and it's 0-1.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer, needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
1 out, nobody on. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. We'll get a look at the great Joe Mauer when we rejoin you after the break. 9th inning coming up. Twins lead it. Back now at the Big A as we get a look there at the great city of Los Angeles. 9th inning set to begin. Jose Alvarez enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Here comes the first pitch. Shot back up the middle. Again, a
Typical
nice
Mauer base hit.
Third of the game. The 9th inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the 9th. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher
Yeah,
a
but
chance
also
to breathe a little bit, not having to
Sano
come out
likes to
there
give
with
up
just a 1-run
double
lead.
plays here,
Here's
so
Miguel Sano.
gotta be
as he
careful.
lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That
I would
last
think
at-bat,
so.
that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Behind 0-2 now.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one
Oh,
early.
slider.
Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Tried to
No
get him
slider.
to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. And now we see a right-hander
Yeah, I
up and
think he's
throwing
going
in
to
the
throw the
Angels
slider
bullpen.
again here.
Ready on
Nope.
1-2. On
Oh, I got the
good
curveball.
as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Come on, Rosie.
Riding in once again.
First
Eddie
game as a
Rosario.
second baseman, and you're
Prior
not doing
at-bats
too good
against
here.
Jose Alvarez. He's 1 for 3.
And
There's a swing
that
and a missile
could
sent
be
out to
trouble.
center field. Back goes Trout, and
Yep.
it's gone.
yeah, boy, Rosie.
2-run shot to straightaway center. 8th home run on the season for him, as this is now a
About 420.
5-run cushion. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling
I'm
anyone
gonna let
today, Dan. Let's see if
Iglesias
the
sit.
trend continues.
We don't need him. We'll be all right. Sit down. Can I put Hernandez in? I don't think he's ready yet. I think he's still out injured. Duke. Yeah, we'll let Felix finish it up here.
Into the box, Yunel Escobar. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right.
Pops it up to right.
Calhoun has a read on it. 2 down.
Okay.
Digging in and looking for more, Jose Bautista. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And the curveball is chopped foul right at the plate. It's strike 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calhoun moves over. And the inning is over.
All right. In the middle of the 9th here. So here we go.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Andrelton Simmons.
I'm liking what Felix Jorge is doing.
Ground ball
He's
last
doing
time up.
pretty good here so
And he
far.
lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes
Get his
the 0-1.
stats up a little better. I think we've got a
Changeup in
good
for a
chance
strike.
to improve on him.
The pitch.
Do some training on him and get his stuff going.
Popped
Ooh.
foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats.
Uh-huh.
The next 0-2.
Mauer missed that one.
Popped him up.
And Mauer's got
has
that
thrown
one.
in foul
Yep.
territory, and he brings it in on the warning track.
The batter, number 3.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first.
Nothing.
And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot.
Ooh.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Come on,
Bases
kid.
are empty, one
Let's
man
get
out.
him.
And
There
that
you
swung
go.
on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
All right, last out.
Digging in to
here.
try it
Trout.
again. Mike Trout. He comes to the
Not
plate.
an easy
The
one
last
here.
chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th.
How's he doing
One
on
ball,
energy?
no strikes
Oh,
to
he's
count.
getting low.
The
Probably should
1-0
get one somebody warm up just to be safe here.
is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
What do we got
2
coming
out,
up here?
nobody on.
Righties. I'll get Iglesias warmed back up just in case. I think Felix would get the
1-2
win
now
here.
as that one's fouled off. Angels down to their last strike. High in the air.
There we
down
go.
the right field line. Waiting on it is Hernandez.
Got it.
The catch,
Twins game is
and that's
over.
the ball
Stay
game.
tuned for the
Yeah, they
post-game
know this is
report
going
with the
to be
General
a tough
Manager's
stretch
show.
on the road.
If you like
The
this episode,
first
hit
game
that
of
like
the
button,
series
leave a comment if you
has
like,
got to feel
subscribe to the
pretty
channel,
good.
and we'll see you next time for
Something to
episode
build
11.
on for tomorrow.
For MLB The
This
Show,
ball game ends
18
at
for
a
your Ernest the
9-4
Twins
final
franchise. Until
score.
next time, peace out.
Minnesota jumped ahead in
and
the
go
7th
Twins.
inning and never gave the lead back. Number 76 wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Great job today by the boys. Start off on the right foot, got a 2-1 lead, and then things kind of got a little bit out of hand for a little bit. Second, third innings. Bettis got into a little trouble, and a short outing for him in his Twins debut. You know, he had a good 6-0 start before coming to Minnesota, so it's something he'll have to work on. Bullpen came in and did a good job. Rosenthal did a good job, and then Duffy as well. I really didn't want to use. We really didn't expect to use Duffy, but it just kind of happened. And then Felix came in there and shut the door, and he got the win. And 4-1. Felix doing really good, and making it really tough for us to make a move to send him back down. He's doing so well, and yeah, you're excited for the kid. So good job for him. He's doing as expected. 3 big home runs for us today. Batista, Sano with the big bomb to dead center, and then Rosie there in the 9th to add some insurance. So good job for the guys. And Rosie starting at second with the Dozier trade. It was a move we had to make. We weren't sure if we were going to be able to re-sign Brian at the end of the season, so we didn't want to risk losing him and not getting anything in return, so we had to make the move. And we got 3 very good players, one of which we got to see tonight. Teoscar, he's a good outfielder. He's got speed. As you can see, he can steal bases. He can burn down the line, and he's good in the outfield. So we got a good player off the bench. Now with Rosie moving to second base to replace Brian, that allows us to put Kepler in there as a starter. He had the day off today against the lefty. But we're really excited about the future. We were looking into the possibility of Royce Lewis or Nick Gordon coming up right away, but they're just not ready yet. They're getting closer. I think Royce is more closer than Nick is, but both of them need some more work, so we just decided to leave them down there for a while longer. And we thought the best option was use one of our many good outfielders to replace Eddie and bring Eddie over to second base. Eddie's been working on it. That's where he was started before, and when we drafted him, and so he's comfortable. And we talked to him, came to him, and said, "Would you mind playing second base in the off chance we'd have to make a move on Dozier?" And he said, "Yeah." So, hopefully it'll be a move that worked out. Kevin Pilecki, great day, 4 for 4. That trade's working out great for us. Nice to see him doing good. And we will be making a roster move here right after this post-game report on Eduardo Escobar. He had a couple good screamers today, but it just didn't fall through, and we got to do something. So we'll be making a roster move on him, and we're in the process of making a roster move on Garza, who was designated for assignment. We got a couple deals we're looking into possibly doing to finalize that, and allow him to go somewhere else, and hopefully he can be successful somewhere else. But we will be making a roster move here on Eduardo Escobar, and we'll announce it in the next before the next game starts. So game 2 tomorrow. And tomorrow Barrios will go for us. Barrios was scheduled to pitch tonight, but we decided Coach Molitor's moved it back, and we decided to go with Bettis tonight. So that's who we got going tomorrow. Barrios set up for Friday tomorrow, and then Romero will go Saturday, and I believe Matt Harvey will go on Sunday. So then we get an off day before we go back home against Cardinals, and then the Brew Crew, and then Tigers. So we got a nice little homestand coming up here for the week. It'll be nice before we come back on the road. Come back out here out west against Seattle and then Kansas City. So we're looking forward to it. So it's good to get back home. So good win for us today.